Welcome to next session of formal language and automata theory. So in this video we have to discuss what is null production and what is unit production, and how to remove the null production and unit production. So here we have different types of productions. From that productions we have to remove null production, use that production and remove null production. And the first production is, what is null production? If the production of the form is capital A tends to epsilon, which means that the variable generates epsilon, is called null production. It is also called as useless production. And how to remove this null production for the given productions? And the removal of null productions. So which means that, for example, we have a capital A tends to AB is one production and A tends to epsilon is another production. So how to use this null production concept? By using the removal of null production. Here A generates AB. If you substitute A tends to epsilon, we can generate A tends to, this is epsilon B. Therefore finally, by eliminating epsilon, A tends to AB is one production and B is another production. This is one example. And the next model is that unit production. The unit production is a production of the form is the single variable. Here the single variable generates single variable where capital A comma B belongs to capital V variables. So the removal of unit production is that unit production is, for example, the problem is like this: capital A S generates AB and A generates small a, B generates capital C slash small b, and C generates capital D, D generates capital E, E generates small a. This is the given production rules, so that use the unit production concept and a removal of unit productions, and finally find out what are the final productions. So separate with the unit and null productions, and the unit and null productions are, there is no null productions, so that non-unit and unit productions. What are the non-unit productions? Non-unit productions means capital A tends to small a, capital B tends to small b, capital E tends to small a, and capital S tends to AB. The unit productions are C tends to, B tends to capital C, C tends to capital D, D tends to capital E. So these are the unit and non-unit productions. So from these two types of productions, the required grammar is that here the final productions are capital A tends to small a is there, and B tends to, if you observe, B tends to small b is there, B tends to C, C tends to D, D tends to E, then E tends to A, so that the B generates B slash, it is a transitivity property, A tends to C, C tends to D, then after D tends to D, then B tends to E, like that E generates small a, so that B generates small a, and C tends to small a, C tends to D, D tends to E, E tends to small a, so that C tends to small a, like that. Capital D tends to, this is also transitivity, D tends to transitivity property, D tends to small a, and E tends to small a. These are the required final productions in unit after removal of unit productions. So these two are best examples for null and unit productions. If you want more examples, better to see some other textbooks and solve like this only. So, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe the channel.